Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends for another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a fella I picked up at the recent Dusk Fortress Island mini progressive event. And this is Hookuai. And Hookuai is a legendary. He is water. He's from the sea, obviously. He's evil legions. Aw, we were hoping for a good guy. And of course he's a villain. Okay, I guess he's not a good guy. And of course he is part of the temporary Halloween book that is in the library right now. Unfortunately, Hookuai showed up with a lock rune slot, but I have a feeling I'm going to be investing in unlocking that one, because I hear he's very good. At very least, I know he has amazing traits. Alright, but we want to know all about the skills, so let's get going with that. Okay, had those guys chill. Alright, so where is he? He's in there somewhere. Okay, and this is somebody we're going to rename. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. With his little teeth and everything like. He can't be a villain. Well, I guess he is a villain. Alright, so this is Hookuai. He is a legendary. He is water. He is two traits. You'll notice he's got two really good ones here. The first one is anticipation. If an extra turner acts before the next turn can kick in, he acts. So, yeah, that's going to be bad news for them. And of course, his other trait is immunity to control, which means he cannot be stunned, frozen, possessed, corrupted, or their mega versions as well. So that makes him quite devastating as an attacker. Both of those together. Alright, so let's check out his stats. His strength is very good. His life is very good also, considering he is an attacker. His speed is also very good. Let's face it, these are all very good. Very good. Very deadly combination for this fellow. That's the reason people like him so much. Alright, let's check out his initial skills. Now awake. Deals low physical damage to one enemy and ready to destroy. Deals moderate water damage to one enemy. And of course that very interesting special skill, Ultimate Kaiju. Removes positive status effects from all enemies, deals massive water damage to all enemies, applies Mega Freeze to all enemies, applies block positive effects to all enemies. Okay, so the blocking positive effects goes after the Mega Freeze. So yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's one of those game changers right there, because he can just remove all the effects, do a lot of damage, and then Mega Freeze them right into place. So even if they had like a temporary immunity to freezing because maybe they were frozen already, this will just take it off and then Mega Freeze them. So very, very, very good ultimate there. Hookuai is a fan of mass destruction, a cause to which he contributes actively. It's good to be contributing to charities, isn't it? Yes, it is. He used to have a little club of friends with this same hobby, but all of them were defeated over the years. Now it's just him, and it gets boring. Maybe he should rescue one friend to have someone to play with. Cryotin, maybe? Alright, so his friends were all captured and okay, I guess he's gonna free one of them to have some fun with. Okay. Well, I mean, you got a party, right? I guess Crowton is good at parties or something like that. Alright, so this guy's got great stats. He's got great traits. So let's check out the skills, which, by the way, I hear are great. Let's get him up to level 4. Okay, there he is. His final form. Yeah, the whole villain and evil guy thing is definitely coming through right now. Yep. He looks kind of mean. Fortunately, he's on my side. So let's get the skills, starting at 7. Trembling Step. Deals low water damage to all enemies. 50% chance of applying guard down to all enemies. Well, that's an interesting place to start. That's a 1-round cooldown on that, too. Alright, so let's continue to level 10. Nuclear Ray. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies sunburn to one enemy. Well, that's an interesting choice right there. But 0 cooldown, and it's not even a 50% chance for sunburn. It's just sunburn, so... I mean, sunburn is something you associate with light creatures. Okay. He's got a lot of skills, I guess. So let's see more of them. Next ad, 15. Too many teeth. You can never have too many teeth, especially if you're a shark. Deals moderate special damage to one enemy, applies bleed to one enemy. Alright, so that's a good one right there. Lots of torture effects are very good for our enemies. Well, for defeating our enemies. So let's get to level 20 for some more skills. Power of the Deep. Applies precision, damage boost, and positive effect protection to itself. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to take that out because, yeah, I'm not going to keep that. Probably not going to keep that one either, but you never know. I like to put those self buffs in the back, just so I know where they are. Alright, so let's continue to level 25. Claw Swipe. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies bleed to all enemies. 2-round cooldown. That is high moderate damage too. I'm trying to decide, do I want to put that one there? I mean, it's pretty early. I'm guessing he's going to get something better. I mean, right here is the current bleed. You know what? I'll put it here. It doesn't cost anything to move them, right? If I choose to move them, it doesn't cost anything. Alright, so let's continue to level 30 and see what else he's got. Quaking Step. Deals heavy water damage to one enemy, applies daze and guard down. Alright, so I think I'll put that one. Wow, it's a 0 cooldown too. I think I'll put that one there because they probably are already bleeding and that one doesn't do as good a damage. So good 0 cooldowns are a great thing to have. Alright, so let's continue to level 35. Another skill. Meltdown Ray. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies sunburn to all enemies. Alright, so where was that one with the sunburn? I think I took that one out already. But I might as well take that one out. Yeah, I'll take that one out and put that there. Alright, so he's got two moderate group attacks that do torture effects, which is a really good thing. Especially considering he has anticipation, so he can really make the other side pay for an extra turn. Alright, so let's get to level 40. Okay, Deadly Interruption. Deals massive water damage to one enemy. That's a 0 cooldown, 0 stamina. You know, I gotta take this one, because this one is just amazing. How are you going to stop him from attacking? You can't use control on him. You can't take his stamina away. You can't use cooldown activation on him. I mean, he could just always attack. How would you stop him from attacking? I mean, you can't stun him. You can't freeze him. You can't possess him. And that's a huge hit right there. All right, I got to take that one. I might end up taking the other one and take the buff off the end. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But that attack is just crazy right there. All right, so we should have one more skill left, so let's find that last skill. We saw that one. I just got rid of it. There should be one more. Let's see. Is this it? Disempowerment. Deals heavy water damage to one enemy. Activates cooldown zone. All right, you know what? I got to lose that one. I really wasn't feeling this one in the first place. And thing is, this one situationally could be really great. So I'm going to take that one. Let's get him up to 60 and then go take a look. I'm pretty sure we got everything. Yeah, and not feeling that one. Just not feeling that one. And right, Quaking Step. All right, I'm pretty sure that we got everything. Yeah, Quaking Step. Then the precision one, and then we get down to the 50% one, and then the sunburn. Right. So we got everything. Let's check out the stats. Okay, he's over 2,300 in the damage, which is really good. His life is very nearly 14,000, which is really good. His speed is very nearly 2,200, which puts him into like denial speed right there. He's got a reason why you want him to go fast. Of course, he is anticipation too, so that's something to take into account. In terms of his biggest function there is to strike when somebody else is using an extra turn skill. For that, you don't really need speed. But if you don't have that, yeah, speed might be something we're going to do with him. All right, you know what? Let's take a look at his skills and then decide what we're going to do with his runes, right? All right, we'll start with this one. Claw Swipe. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies bleed to all enemies. So good solid group attack that puts the torture effect of bleeding on. Pretty good torture effect, does good damage right there. So then we have this one, and this skill is just crazy. Just crazy. Deadly Interruption. Deals massive water damage to one enemy. No stamina required, no cooldown. With the fact that he is immune to all control, how do you stop him from attacking? I mean, how do you stop him from attacking? At the top of my head, I can't think of any way for him to be stopped from attacking. So he's just going to hit somebody like every time. That makes him amazing. And also using this one for an anticipation attack could be really deadly as well, although he's got a lot of tools for that. Wow. And then we have this one, Meltdown Ray. Deals moderate special damage to all enemies, applies sunburn to all enemies. So I think this is kind of, yeah, it's basically the same as the first attack, right? They both do special damage. It's just they put a different torture effect on. The first one does bleeding, this one does sunburn, both of which are very, very good torture effects. And if he can stack them and do lots of damage, and remember, he's got a great strength, so he's going to do a lot of damage with this stuff. That's kind of the reason that I might want to consider putting an actual speed on him. Because he's got the torture effects, the more he can attack, the better. Long-term damage, you know? Also, there's this one. Yeesh, really. All right, and then we have this one. Disempowerment. Deals heavy water damage to one enemy. Activates all cooldowns on one enemy. Now, this one is a okay hit. Now, face it, if you want damage, you're going to go to this one. But being able to activate the cooldowns on an enemy strategically can be very useful, very tactically useful. So the thing about it is this one is just something that could be useful along the way. If you see that it's like a really deadly enemy and they're about to go, then you can just do this one and just shut them down, assuming they don't have an attack like this, which they probably don't have, because I've never seen, the closest I've seen with something like that is Makugan. She's got an attack like that, but it doesn't do anywhere near as much damage as that. So, wow, that is just kind of amazing right there. His skills are just really good. And, yeah, you can kind of understand why I got rid of that buff one, because you want him doing lots of stuff here. You don't want him to take a round off just to give himself a damage boost. Now, if it had been double damage, I might have considered it. But it's just a damage boost, so yeah, I don't think so. His skills are really kind of good here. Basically, he does a lot of damage. I mean, this one here, heavy water. This one here, massive. And with his strength, and these are high moderate strikes right here. So you definitely want damage on this guy. At least 2. Because this guy can be a destroyer. In terms of the last one, I mean, you could go with 3 damages. I mean, he is, if you use him for anticipation situations, then you don't really need speed. But the thing about it is, this guy's stuff is just so good, and his traits are so good, you don't want to use him all the time. I mean, he's just that good. So in that case, I don't know, do I want to put a team speed on him or a regular speed? You know, I think he benefits more from a speed, because he's got the 2 group attacks that do torture effects, and you can put those torture effects down. I think I would probably put just a speed for him on, and not a team one. I think that he would be able to be more damaging that way. I know helping the team is a good thing, but considering he's got the multiple torture effects, and getting them down as quickly as possible would be really, really devastating to the other side. That's what I'm considering doing. Of course, at the moment, I'm just going to put 2 damages on him until I can unlock that last slot, because damage is really what this guy's all about. And the anticipation and the immunity to control just make him devastating, just utterly devastating. And yeah, I'm going to have to do a testing video really soon, because I want this guy available to me. Anyway, so this is Hookuai, and he is amazing, absolutely amazing. And I can't wait till I can start turning him loose on my enemies. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.